Hello, I am Rodrigo Pagasa and I'm going to talk about the US elections day. The elections day in the US were in November the 3rd this year in 2020, and 2020 election highlights with a record mail in vote and fears of postal delays after a judge orders a sweep on deliberate ballots. Uh, what do we have to know about these elections? With 101 million votes, the cast early the US head toward the highest turnout in over a century. Voters take tender stage as election day brings a bitter campaign to close. Trump says that we will declare victory when there is victory, and there is victory. During the financial sprinting PA, Biden says June got to rent although the tip month, and both mined the pandemic to protest on the TLC channel. The Trump campaign sent to war rooms and the White House complex, bring politics and government. The relative smooth start voting and the few reported descriptions. And battleground states, lines of many polls were long to move quickly. As the Democrats retake the Senate, Susan Collins in May, fixed for political life. So, we know that the elections were won by Joe Biden, that we will be the next president of the US, we will be the 46th president of the US. Trump lose and we to win the elections in the U.S. The campaigners have to complete 270 votes from the states of the nation, and Joe Biden won 290 votes. So he won, and the first vice president will be a woman. Uh, um, Descendants from black fathers that will be the next vice president. And for example, we ordered the postal service to provide with him an update the sweep certifying that sweeps were confused, that no ballots were left behind. What does it say? The New York Times has an opinion that Joe Biden had to be the winner. This article was about November the 1st. So I am when I read it, I saw the opinion about this newspaper. But what's happening now? Trump that this don't accept the he lost the election. So he's now with the tribunals, and he wants to count vote by vote to see that it's not a fraud, and this is a process that is so uh, slow. For example, as the first time that you as an American citizen, you can vote by mail or by electronic ways. That because, as we know, we are in a pandemic, and by COVID-19 pandemic, so the Americans can't go to vote to the centers as they usually do. But this was an option, and it was a few days to take the decision to count the votes, and to give announce that the decision was that Joe Biden won the election. To win elections in the U.S., as I commented, the future presidents have to complete electors. So we have key states that are the ones that can be the decision. For example, we have Carolina of North with 15 electors, Florida with 29 electors, that Trump won the states, Arizona with 11 electors. Let me tell you that Arizona is a difficult place to get a vote, but in this time Joe Biden arrived with those votes. Ohio has 18 electors. For example, Georgia has 16 electors, Iowa 6 electors, Pennsylvania 20 electors. This is an interesting state because this is the state who saw Trump born where Trump born in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania was won by Joe Biden. Joe Biden won in that state. So Michigan has 16 electors. Wisconsin has 10 electors. Michigan 16 electors. So those are the 9 states keys. And for example, California has the most California, Texas. In this time, I'm going to talk about California. It has a lot of Latinos, Americans, and Latinos. Has a lot of people from parts of the world. Uh, and that in that place, Joe Biden won because Trump has ideas so classics and has ideas so bad ideas. So that's my opinion about the elections of the US, and I am from level 6 beta from Inclusive Alpha and Prepasisma and Pasa, and it's all. Thank you.